And welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. So last time we kind of just went around town, chilling out, and at the end of the previous part I decided I wanted to use our Nook Miles ticket, and show it because I feel like it. So we are actually going to do one more session for this day, and see what we can find on another island. So I'm gonna grab a few supplies, to be on the safe side. Also, I need to assess more fossils, at some point. So I'm gonna store these things I need to assess so I don't accidentally lose them. Like so. Also, we need to look at the recipe there. I don't really need a watering can, so I'm gonna forego doing anything with that for now. This is actually overkill, so I'm gonna stash these tree branches, and probably these too. So yeah, we're gonna go on a trip. Maybe 2 trips, actually. We have enough Nook Miles. I might actually pick up a second ticket and see what we can find. Really quickly, just print out a second one since we have like 3,000 miles. No problem here. Redeem Nook Miles. Yeah. Oh, it's 4,000 actually. We are pretty close to another ticket. I like having infinitely regenerating Nook Miles Plus rewards because that means you can never run out long after you max out achievements. Like I've talked about before, I also like the Nook Miles because it's like an achievement system that directly rewards you in game, which is actually a little bit different than a lot of games, where you basically end up with situations where you only get achievements, but you don't really get anything to show for it. A lot of people debate the merit of achievements in games and trophies, if you're on PlayStation. I personally like achievements and trophies, but I also get the arguments against them, because I do feel like some of them are cool and others are just busy work. Some trophies I like because they steer you in the direction of getting certain Easter eggs. But others, yeah, just busy work, like defeat like 3,000 enemies. It's not fun, it's tedious at a point. Delta Oscars, go. Alright, so let's see who's on this mystery island. This is really pretty, actually. That's a lot of flowers. Is no one here? Did we find an island that's actually deserted? We don't even get a map for this. Wow, that's weird. Didn't know that could actually happen. Finding an island with nobody on it. Yep, no visitors here. That's cool. But also like, huh, didn't expect that. Also, so many fish in that pond. Well, this turned out to be kind of anticlimactic. I was hoping to meet someone new. But hey, while we're here, we might as well grab a few extra resources while we can. So again, some people dig the different holes and different patterns. Some do it diagonally, which I can show off. I was really slow, so I was surprised it actually worked. I actually might also pick up extra coconuts, because last time I was like, you know what, I should have grabbed more, so let's actually do that. We also seem to be limited to only coconuts now. At least I haven't seen the lemons and other assorted fruit. So you can do this type of pattern. I don't really like doing this, it feels a little bit awkward. But yeah, this is a perfectly manageable arrangement to get maximum rewards. There we go. Piece of cake. Again, iron seems to be difficult to find. Some people have found gold. I have not gotten that good of luck yet, clearly. Okay, this is not cooperating for some reason. There we go. I wasn't lined up precisely enough, so it kept digging the hole in the wrong spot. It's gonna break pretty soon, I'm guessing. So yeah, we have plenty of iron. I could make the full tools, which still break, but are a lot harder to break. Also, these flowers are pretty. I want to try something. This is a desert island. It won't be a big deal if we mess it up. Or we could just break our shovel. That works too. So yeah, you can dig up flowers and then replant them. That's how you relocate flowers. Emperor butterflies sell for a lot, so I actually might catch this for now. And something we haven't shown yet is the ability to get replacement tools from Wilbur. Let me just pull up this mileage menu for you. So yeah, we can spend Nook Miles to get extras. Utilize it if you utilize it, alright. That is an expression, I guess. Quite frankly, because I haven't seen flowers like this before, I'm gonna grab a couple of them. That's not a flower. How many is that? So I have 3 pink flowers and 1 orange. So I'm gonna grab a couple of each. So yeah, then we can plant them in our town and start working on more flowers. Again, if you water flowers, you end up getting different types growing. Yep, I'm good to go. Alright, so we still have 1 more ticket, so hey, let's do this. So I will say that there's another advantage of these tickets, which we saw last time, and I forgot to mention it because I didn't really think about it. The one island we visited was rainy when our town was sunny, so that's a big deal because certain things can only be found in rainy weather, like snails, if I'm not mistaken, and the especially rare fish, the coelacanth. So, for example, if we end up on a rainy island, it might be worth trying to fish for a little bit to try to find a coelacanth. And no rain, so that was irrelevant. I do kind of miss Pelly, Pete, and Phyllis. I kind of wish they had been in charge of the airline, since the post office is also part of the airline, but oh well. I wonder if we've tapped out the number of characters we can invite to our town at the moment, and that's why we're not getting any particularly special characters on these. Because both times last time we found a bunch of unique villagers. This time both islands have no one on them, so I'm wondering if that's a thing where like we've just kind of maxed out the amount of extra villagers we can have for the time being. I did read something about like 2 or 3 villagers moving in at some point, so maybe until we get these 3 moved in, we can't invite any more. Something like that. But hey, we got more stuff to plant in our town, so that's always a plus. But yeah, this turned out to be a lot less exciting than I was hoping for it to be, sadly. Still a pretty view. The look of the sky is really pretty in this game in general. And the little footprints, like the footprints, I I think they're actually like modeled footprints. I can't tell if it's just like a really good texture. But it almost looks like it does kind of raise up the sand around it a little bit. So it's not just like a flat texture of a footprint, like in some games. But yeah, for example, if you are running out of trees to hit with your axe, you can always come to one of these islands if you have the miles for it, and gather some extra resources. Again, since you never come back to these randomly generated little places, you don't have to worry about exhausting resources pretty much ever. Yeah, this ended up being kind of a slower session, so apologies for I was expecting a lot more exciting things to happen today. But yeah, maybe tomorrow things will heat up a bit. I've also thought about the logistics of like the fact that, you know, I usually record in the afternoon. I've kind of thought about the fact that if something interesting happened at night, it might be interesting to just try to use the keyboard to explain things. You can actually hook up an actual keyboard, like a USB keyboard, and type that way. So like, for example, if I end up running into Wisp, I think it might be interesting to try to, like, for that footage, actually talk with the keyboard to explain things. Just to mix things up a little bit. I think that might be interesting. But again, that's kind of a big if. I just have a gut feeling Wisp is gonna pop into my town because we haven't seen anyone special, and the last 2 days we've had relatively special things happen. While I'm here, I haven't shown this off yet. The card stand. Looks like I can send a message on the card for 200 bells. Ready to send a letter? Alright, where do you want to send it? A resident here, my future self. You can also send letters to other towns, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't visited another town, though. Gotcha, someone on this island? Who exactly? So we have 3 options. Part of me wants to do something. This video is gonna go up long after this happens. So Jonathan of the future, then. Just choose a card and write your letter on it. So you have a choice of card availability. So these are like festive, springy. Wow, there's a lot of selection. This works very differently than before. This is a weird keyboard because it starts in the center. Yeah, that's really bizarre. So basically, in my time when I am recording this, obviously based on the time in game, it's March 23rd. There's currently a big rumor floating around that there will be a Nintendo Direct. Basically, there's a rumor that there would be an indie world, and then followed by a Direct the following week. So, this is gonna be interesting. Also, no text wrapping. That's weird. So if you want proper text wrapping, you have to hit return, like the GameCube game. This is something I wish they didn't take from the GameCube game, because I never liked the text wrapping in that game. What am I trying to say here? But yeah, basically, hopes are super high at the time of writing this. That there will be a Direct sometime this week. Again, this video is gonna go up in April, so it's gonna be relevant. But still, yeah, for those in the past, I hope there was a Nintendo Direct. And I hope it was good. I don't really have many hopes, because I'm set for the year. There are so many games coming out in this year. Oh, so how far into the future should I be setting this thing? Let's go to 31st. You want to send it to March 31st, 2020? That's right. Alright, delivery fee comes to 200 bells. Thanks a bunch. I'll be sure to send your letter on the day you requested. You know what the best part is? I'll also probably completely forget I did this, and then get the letter on March 31st. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, for me, with like Persona in a week and a half, no, just a week now, and this, New Horizons, I'm kind of set for 2019, or 2020. I'm still excited for like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. I still need to finish the stream playthrough of Resident Evil 2, by the way. I still plan on finishing that for those who... for the potential Venn diagram of people who watch both playthroughs. Yeah, there's a ton of games coming out, but I'm not super interested in a lot of them, sadly. So, yeah, for now, I'm just gonna just gonna stick with Animal Crossing. And, yeah, Persona 5 when that comes out, next week. Assuming it arrives, on time, because it may be delayed. So yeah, we got a lot of coconuts, so I'm gonna plant them really quickly, and also plant the, flowers we picked up on the, island. I really like, actually, having the, Nook Miles tickets, because, like today, it's like, you know, this was a pretty slow day, but having a little extra something to look forward to is kind of nice. Be like, hey, let's go to a deserted island. It's a nice little bit of variety for, when there's less things to do. Like, okay, just drop everything and, take a trip. Problem today, yeah, there was no one else on these islands, so it wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. I was hoping to meet, like, someone really neat. Honestly, my luck with villagers in this playthrough hasn't been great. Again, Shari and Pierce, I don't mind. Rodeo and Bertha are fine. The frog character, Puddles, again, not exactly a favorite, but they're okay. But I haven't gotten any villagers that are, like, outstanding yet. And I'm hoping to get someone really good soon, but, yeah, no dice so far. At some point, I want to plant a bunch of flowers around the, town square, but, no ETA on that, because that'll take a while to just accumulate the amount of flowers I'd need. I was hoping it would plant next to this, but oh well. I don't want to use shovel durability on that right now. So yeah, not that, didn't get a ton done today, but off screen, I'm gonna do some customization, for my house, and crafting as a result, and we'll see how it looks tomorrow. Other than that, we'll hope for something cool happening, like special events. I'll keep fishing and playing and accumulating bells to help pay off our next debt, and, yeah, tomorrow we start day 5 of New Horizons. So let us save and quit for now. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.